Good news, YouTube! The Saga campaign has returned, and our general is in mortal peril. Oh man, I love Shogun too. Really is a fun game. And man, I always do remember that the campaign map really is very cool on Fall of the Samurai. They did a great job with it. It was already pretty good on Shogun too. So yes, the Saga Imperial Vanguard. We've captured Iwami in an overwhelming destruction of the Tosa who were there before. They were absolutely no match for what we had to offer with our crazy Satsuma-trained super soldiers. These groups aren't even all the way up to the same quality that these are over here. Unfortunately, I did lose that rifleman, and I'm going to have to recruit kind of like a standard crappy one from here, but, you know, it's okay. We'll live. It won't be the end of the world. So we'll survive such a small setback. Probably wouldn't hurt though to get a fleet ready that can help sail stuff up eventually, so that we can move troops up from Iwami quicker. We haven't suffered any bombardments from the Sado, fortunately. We have this small fleet here that's got my torpedo boat. We are repairing this Chiton class corvette, and we'll use it to drive off these small nuisance naval attacks that we're being hit with. But I do need to get my income up a little again. We've lost all of our trade basically, so we're going to have to force our way forward, capture some more territory, and get our trade income back up as a result. I'm going ahead and just going all out and researching suppression fire here, because why not? We could go ahead and go after modern army here as well, just again because why not? Then from there on out we wouldn't have a need to really focus on any military tech, because we're so far advanced of everyone else. Let's see. Yeah. We kind of need to repair this fleet a little. It's not like bad, but let's take it back and do a little retreat there. So yeah, I think we're good to end a turn here. I don't really have any money to spend. Yeah, again, my income is down quite a bit from where it was, and again, that's mostly trade routes being blocked, different reasons. We'll see what we can do to free it up again. See, like right there, one of the trade routes became available again, apparently, because my income popped back up to 9,000. It's my trade with the United States and like the Awaji or something that are still friendly to me. All these little one-off fleets are going to be pretty irritating, but we'll take care of them. Okay, let's start taking care of stuff. Number one, we got a lot of annoying fleets in our waters. Let's deal with them accordingly. This small one-off fleet here we need to hit. They've got a Kasuga class, so it's giving them the edge. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to fight this. I don't like to waste time with this, but I'm gonna have to. I might just go ahead and train a couple more decent ships so that we can auto-resolve more of these fights. But you don't want too many good ships, because the AI is only sending one ship at a time too, so you don't want to, again, be chasing 10 small fleets with one large one. But we'll have to keep control, because these little things really can screw you over. You know, bombarding the wrong port, blocking the wrong trade route, it can really be a massive loss of income. Oh, great. I should have taken the snow. Now I'm not going to be able to see to do anything in this battle. I'm not even going to be able to see where to aim the torpedo at, because I mean there's a red line in the water where the torpedo goes, and I'm not going to be able to see jack crap. You're not going to be able to see jack crap. I apologize. This is extraordinarily annoying. The fog is far too intense. I'm going to run armor piercing shell. I'm just going to take the torpedo boat forward. I will fast. Thank you, my hillbilly advisor. I will attack, come to think of it. Oh my gosh, I can barely see anything. I hate the fog on the naval battles here. It is far too extreme. Plus, you know, it just favors the AI because they don't have to actually be able to see. I mean, I can't even see the enemy boat back here. I mean, I have to get like right on top of it to see it. Good heavens. keep sailing my kite. I'm probably going to get shot to death and killed in this battle because I can't see anything. I mean, look, I can't even see the aiming cone on my ship. I have to like follow it very close up. So irritating. Yeah, I can't even tell where to drive my ship right now or where to sail my ship. Let's bring the torpedo boat in from more of a frontal angle where they won't have... So, I mean, the enemy's cone of fire should be like something like this here, faced at my general. Like I said, I can't even begin to see where my ship's arc of fire is at. Holy crap, I hate this fog. I apologize, but I can't just quit this battle. If I can just get in though and get a torpedo in on the enemy Kasuga, it'll be over. But I'm gonna have to do it quickly because the enemy Kasuga will outgun me pretty substantially. Looks like I'm in range. Do I outrange the enemy ship? I'm gonna come to an all stop and just fire away. I'm assuming the enemy Kasuga will want to attack my Chitin class. So let's push in my torpedo boat. Ooh, no, he's gonna get a broadside on my torpedo boat. This is unfortunate. He actually still hasn't fired at my torpedo boat. I'm gonna put a torpedo in the water here. The enemy ship is on fire. I don't have any idea whether or not my torpedoes would hit.
A ship is on fire.
Crap.
Good spread, sir.
My boat has a little bit of fire on it. The enemy boat, though, is on fire pretty substantially, but that doesn't mean much. Well, it was. They're repairing, actually, and they've turned to avoid my torpedoes. Let's bring in the torpedo cruiser again. Let's keep putting fire down. I'm just going to click an attack order on the enemy ship. It is actually wavering. The armor-piercing shot has done a pretty good job. I'm going to move the torpedo boat in. I'm actually surprised how well the armor-piercing shot has done here. Just going to bring my torpedo boat in and chase. So yeah, you can see the armor-piercing shells hitting this wooden corvette. The armored Kasuga corvettes and armored frigates are actually pretty sweet. What are these guys doing? Look at them. They're doing the "we're screwed" dance because we're about to go for a swim in the cold, cold ocean. Yep, they've now routed. So we actually won that battle a lot easier than I thought we would, and that's good. I guess the armor-piercing shell has a very nice range on it, because we had completely outranged the enemy. I wonder if they were trying to use explosive shells. Might explain why they didn't fire any volleys at me. Either that or if the AI really can't see, kind of like I couldn't in the fog. However, I doubt that's unlikely. Their stupid ship survived, though, so now it's just going to sail out here and start doing bombardments. I should have stayed there and fought until it was surrendered, but we'll get it on the next turn. And here, of course, they have a stupid frigate. I don't want to sit here and spend the whole dang episode playing these, but I don't really have a choice. We're going to have to try and torpedo this frigate. Good grief. If I auto-resolve, it'll just kill my ships, so I don't really have a choice. but to do this. So, I mean, I like the naval battles, don't get me wrong. I know you all have seen quite a few naval battles in the last few episodes, so I'd like to give you a little bit of variance. That's the main reason why. Don't get me wrong, I take great pleasure in torpedoing enemy ships. Just dealing with the inept behavior of the AI and the forever sailing across the map that is naval battles is not always appealing. Switch again to the armor-piercing shell. And on this boat, we'll switch the armor-piercing shell as well. Why are you going all ahead half? How about all ahead full? Okay.
Today, sir, we attack.
Gosh, it would take like 10 minutes to sail over there if you didn't fast forward. Yeah, the frigate is going to massively outgun me, but again, we'll hope that the armor-piercing shells can maybe lend me a hand. So if you look here, I've got it in fast forward, and the battle's 60 minutes long. It's already been 3 minutes of sailing, and we're not anywhere near range. So again, this is something that should have been patched, but never was. Again, it's just a small thing like this that can, like I said, just sometimes make a big difference in the way that a game plays. I do want to see if we can torpedo the enemy frigate, or at least fire a torpedo at it so it's forced to move off of its current location. So I'm going to get my boat on a direct course with it. And then as soon as that red line gets to it, there we go. The red line is now intersecting with the enemy ship, so we can launch a torpedo. Yeah, that's going to force the enemy frigate to move, and hopefully I can get in range. So yeah, the torpedo boat is helpful if nothing else, just for that. Why are you going all ahead slow? Go! I'll just click an attack order on the enemy vessel and see how that goes. These torpedoes are actually probably not going to hit it, but they're not too far off their mark. We'll see how the attack order works on my ship. We're out of range still with this torpedo boat, so we're safe. My chitin's trying to get in range of the enemy frigate. It actually just barely will. Gonna get a couple of armor-piercing shells off on it. Let's try and get our torpedo boat out here ahead of the enemy frigate. I wonder if we can, let's go into first person. Just fire away, see if we can get some hits on the enemy frigate. Okay, the enemy frigate just decided to come straight towards me. Let's see if we can bring the torpedo boat around the back of its arc of fire. It's actually coming like just dead on with me, so I'm going to switch to explosive shell. Do a fast reload. We've gotten some good hits, and she's on fire pretty substantially, but she packs a punch too. Wow. That's what I meant when I said that frigate still packs a punch. So, yeah, whoa, geez. Yeah, we've probably lost this little fleet here. Wow. I mean, I hit her with several volleys of armor-piercing shell, and also hit her with let's torpedo her. So I've got some torpedoes on a dead course with the enemy frigate here. Switch over to explosive shot, try and get maybe just get a lucky shot. Oh, one volley from this frigate and we're finished. It's repairing though, so we're going to get it very lucky. If it keeps repairing, my torpedoes are going to hit it and we're going to win the fight. Oh my gosh. I think my torpedoes are going to hit it. I don't know if it's enough to sink a frigate though, the 2 torpedoes. Oh wow, she's going to take him dead astern though. Oh! She did. She took 2 torpedoes dead astern. Still floating though. But I think we can stay behind her, and she's repairing. Let's just take it dead on again, drop the torpedoes. Wow, I can't believe we're going to actually pull this off. We need to continue the battle and force her to surrender. Those torpedoes are going to miss because it started routing. But let's fall in directly behind the enemy frigate. I'm going to fast forward so that we can kind of match course here. Why are you going so slow? For crap's sake. Let's see if we can maybe angle a shot out here and get lucky and tag her before she gets off the map. The torpedoes aren't going any faster than my ship though, so we're probably not going to catch the frigate before it hits the edge of the map. No, dadgummit, that's annoying. I didn't realize my ship was an all-ahead slow, but oh well, we scored a couple of torpedo hits. A little frustrated that 2 torpedoes didn't sink a wooden frigate, but whatever. We'll take what we can get. They needed to like nuclear tip those torpedoes or something. Certainly lost our Chiton class, but at least we pushed off a couple of raiding fleets. We'll just bring these ships back in, and I'll train up a better escort to help support this torpedo boat. I mean, it only makes sense since we're struggling with the Chiton class. So let's go ahead and spend the money and get a wooden frigate to support the torpedo boat. And honestly, I might just throw another torpedo boat, do 2 of them, so we can make sure and finish these little fleets off. We got more raiding here going on by the whatever these guys are, Matsume. We definitely need to take out this naval fleet this fleet. But I want to get some land action in here with this this awesome army here. And let's go take on this Okayama army. They're gonna run away, and you should run. I can't reach them on this turn, unfortunately. Though I might be able to attack them with my Yari key, and then have my other troops come in as reinforcements. There we go. No. How come my troops can't reinforce? They're sitting right there. Never mind. That's stupid. Just get back in there. So we can't actually engage them on this turn, which is frustrating. And I can't let this fleet go, so I know it's going to be all naval escapades. But I don't have a choice. We've got to do what we've got to do here. So I've got 2 torpedo boats to their 2 Kasugas. Looks like they've got 3 Chiton class and 2 Conran Maru. And I've got an ironclad Kasuga, some Chitons, and some torpedo boats. My ironclad will outrange them something fierce here. And easily dispatch their ships. And as they move forward, that'll just give my other ships a chance to destroy them. And my torpedo boats hopefully may get a chance to land some shots as well. So it'll be pretty simple here. We'll just put the ironclad in the center with the Kasuga as an escort. And then we'll put the Chitons on either flank for support. And the torpedo boats will actually be back here in the center to support as well. So let's start the battle. I'm going to take all these vessels and just give them a go straight order.
The men are ready to attack, sir.
Okay, so everybody's all ahead full here. Let's go all ahead half with the torpedo boats. Let's go ahead and fast forward. We're going to have to get quite a bit closer to the enemy fleet because they are way in the back. And I do mean way in the back. Let's get all our boats switched to armor-piercing shell to start with because it's got the best range. Okay, let's come to an all-stop. Except for the ironclad, let's keep pushing it forward. Torpedo boats. Get the support positions. I'm going to target the enemy admiral. What kind of boats are they squaring off with this? So they got chitons. Go ahead and fast forward again for a second. Sail the Roanoke in on an attack order. Like I said, I wanted to attack the enemy admiral. I don't know what it's doing though. It's sailing on some kind of weird side tangent here. Let's see what happens. I just want to see how well the attack orders either work or don't work here. My Roanoke can potentially take a little damage though, so we'll let it sail in here and see what happens. It's got an attack order on the enemy admiral, though I do worry that it's about to slip into range of some of these other ships. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it broadside here. Let her come to an all-stop. Okay, so my Roanoke has actually already routed one of the other ships. They've got armor-piercing shot. Wow, that's not good for me because that means they actually have something to return fire against my ironclad. Now, it'll still take quite a bit of armor-piercing shell, I think, to damage my Roanoke too badly, but it will be more effective than if they were firing solid shot. Get a fast reload. We've got the torpedo boats. We're already having a pretty good impact though on the enemy fleet. Please target a non-routing ship. Target the enemy admiral. Wow, that is a lot of armor-piercing shot. It's actually pretty substantial. It's worrying me a bit. Let's focus down some fire on some of these enemy ships. Bring the torpedo boats in, see if we can get some hits. I've taken the enemy admiral out of the game. Got my Kasuga there. I'm going to bring the undamaged side of my Roanoke to bear on some of these ships.
Fire is spreading through one of your ships.
Which ship? Go ahead and repair. I'm going to actually try and torpedo this routing ship. Yeah, we're going to torpedo this routing ship. I'm going to have to repair my torpedo boat, though, because she was so close that it caught on fire. Alright, we've given the enemy fleet a pretty severe pounding here. they're using explosive shot on me now as well. Let's return it. Switch to explosive shell, gentlemen. Okay, so we've dealt a pretty big loss to the enemy fleet here. Did take a little bit of damage, but definitely recoverable. No ships lost. My Roanoke took a lot of armor-piercing fire and had many of its guns destroyed and some of its crew killed, but survived it. Obviously a tough ship, so definitely a handy tool to have there. You saw the amount of fire that it took and survived, and again, that was armor-piercing shell, which is going to be the most effective shot that you can use against an ironclad, I think. Explosive shot's not bad. It doesn't do a lot of hull damage, but you might kill the crew and stuff, which is always handy. Yeah, Roanoke took some pretty big damage to her guns. But that was a big victory against that fleet. Definitely an important one. It had an army on board as well, so that's now an enemy army that we don't have to face. So I do apologize that the whole episode was naval battles, but that is what we needed to clean up, and quite honestly, we didn't even get finished with that. So the good news, well, you know what? Let's end a turn real quick. Give you all something here. I'll end it and have a quick land battle at the end, because I know we've had a ton of naval battles. Again, the naval battles, I don't mind them, kind of enjoy them, but you all may be sick of it, so I'll try and give you something different. Yeah, I'd love to destroy the Okayama there, but now they're all holed up inside their fort. I was hoping to fight them on open ground. So yeah, I may not end up getting to have a land battle here because I don't have time to siege them out. Those Sato ships behind me are actually a problem, pretty big problem, because they're going to be blockading trade routes and bombarding ports. So Nagasaki, they've destroyed my port here, which means that I can't finish the construction of my ship that I need to come out and kill them. So this means that I'm going to have to recall a fleet from the front lines to come face them. So that's going to be part of the big nuisance. So we're going to have to recall this fleet back here, and we're going to have to do a better job of keeping these guys out of our ports. But we will get to them. It is winter time, so going out here to siege the Okayama probably won't be that smart, actually. So I am going to go ahead and end this turn. I was going to try and get you a land battle, but the Okayama knew it was good for them and fled away from that fight that most certainly would have gone sour for them. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of the Saga campaign. It's been a fun one. Like I said, we got rid of a few enemy fleets. Obviously, we still have some work to go on what's left of these damaged ships. Pretty annoying that they can get torpedoed and then turn around and come back. But whatever, we'll get rid of them with our ironclad and this fleet here that was already successful, and come back around for another go with these guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Heir of Carthage, signing off for now.